as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He's going to loft, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time. Breeze hooking up with Cooks. And even 40 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Now Breeze. It's complete. Flainer, right side. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Breeze to throw on second down. And there's nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Breeze now. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On second down, here's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to speed things up here. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, that leads to an incompletion.
Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, an all-out battle on 4th and goal, offense versus defense, and the offense won it.
And I'm just wondering what was going through the minds of the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Were they playing the run too much? Were they not focused that the whole playbook was open in that situation? Give the offensive guys a lot of credit. Just wonder what the defensive guys were thinking.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, here's Here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing now is Breeze. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He gets it to Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Back to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and goal from the 1. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram in the final minute. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. And they're just trying to keep him out of the end zone. Obviously, a field goal does no good in this situation, so what's the appropriate amount of pressure defensively, Charles?
I think he sent a little more pressure than what is normal. If you normally want to send a three-man rush, maybe you make it 4. If it's 4, maybe you make it 5. Anything to make sure that he can't just sit back there all day and find a target. And then you tell your secondary, play your normal coverage and maybe an extra step or 2 back.
And be careful that nothing goes over the top. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Brandon Cooks. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation. But let's give a little bit of credit here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense, how crushing is that? You think you've got this thing won, and in the last moments, almost literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm and in the moment, and get it done, it really was a thing of beauty to conclude this game.